I am from ABC. My name's Thompson, and I haven't been paid yet. So if we have any weird or apparently melancholy or sideways slips, don't be surprised, right? And I'm very excited. I've been talking to Keith Richards, my old and trusted friend. I have a sense of history, and you don't. And so does Keith. We've been talking about history, we've been talking about music, and Keith is better at music than I am at talking. So why don't we go to my friend Keith Richards, who refuses to come out here and talk with me for this intro.
Tonight, ABC in Concert takes you along for an evening with Keith Richards and the inimitable Dr. Hunter S. Thompson.
And they said it couldn't be done. Now we've got Keith sheltered in his room and sort of refusing to come out until Hunter comes to the hotel and turns over this check.
Keith is fine.
Can we show the fax?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think?
This is the fax. Handwritten by Keith Richards. And we can read it here. Doc, I am here, but he crossed out disappearing. Vanishing. I want your fee in cash or no deal, Doc.
We should give it to Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And let him give it to Keith. I think that's what he should do, and then Keith will give it back to Hunter.
Right.
That was cool to say, wasn't it? That was good. First unlock, right? No, first I put it on. That's what I did earlier.
Hi. Hunter, how you doing? I found this on the hole.
Something get it. Where's the left?
Yeah.
Tom Waits. Machinery.
Nasty project.
I'm a doctor of, well, everything except medicine.
ABC in Concert, brought to you by Sears.
That's right. Oh, yeah, the organs. Well, I've changed my eyes and my spine.
What was wrong with the first three?
I just wore out. What else did he change? The blood.
I never did. No,
that was a leading edge of.
No, it was a great one. I threw that joke out because I was going to clean up the dope, and change the blood. I thought that would be a great blind for him, but I'm stuck with it now.
It's really just a transfusion.
But my dad wouldn't allow me. No, I wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't change me blood for nothing.
Hey, that's like a blood transfusion.
I mean, who would want to change this blood? I mean, who'd want it? Where would I put it? We're talking about the next world, you know what I mean? It's like, what are we looking for? Promotion, demotion, and why do we, we're here living this life. What's the whole speculation about the next one?
Yeah,
it'll either be there or it won't.
But there are a lot of people out there, and you go see them and play for them, who consider that you were already in the next world.
Oh, some to them great. I mean, there are. I mean, the guys all have friends. We're getting not lonely old men. A lot of friends are gone, right? And we say, well, it'd be nice to see them up in heaven, but I don't know about scudding around on clouds playing.
Yeah, but there are people out there looking at you.
How do you tune them off?
What about Hoover?
Hoover.
J. Edgar. What would he come back as?
I think. Basically, if I had my way.
Yeah, you probably would.
What would a worm do? Slug?
A worm does okay until they're eaten by a bird. They know about
Well, this at least is something useful. And it flies.
They may have too much fun for Hoover. I'd send him back as a,
You might be right. Weasel? Stuff?
I don't know. Man, I'd send him back to the same fate as being an FBI director, but with his identity known somehow.
I don't think he probably, I mean, his fate probably be not to come back as anything. A fart.
He made a deal. Yeah. Rise of the Rolling Stones really was, what do you like, the Beatles or So you had the outlaw.
Yeah, I mean, and actually, there's very little. I mean, on the surface, at least when we all started, very little difference between the Beatles and ourselves. We were just a bunch of kids that wanted to play black American music.
You were a lot meaner.
But because they came off, they were at the same time they had to break in the door. You see, there'd be no Stones without Beatles. I mean, I have to take my hat off to John. Yeah, he was the strong man in the Beatles.
Yeah, we need icebreakers.
If they hadn't kicked the door in, there's no way we would have, got in because they already looked bizarre.
Where were you on, say, Christmas Eve, 1962?
Christmas Eve, I was playing a gig in London. It'd be in London. Yeah, we'd be working that night.
Same route, Stone?
Yeah, we'd probably get paid like half as much as usual for Christmas Eve. And,
where were you on Christmas Eve in 1966?
66.
I think myself.
No, let me think about it. 66. Yeah. Oh boy, 60s, Christmas Eve, 66, flat on my back after working solid, I guess, everywhere for, since Christmas Eve, 62.
Okay, try 69, I'm just looking at...
69, just getting over Altamont.
But you were right in the middle of it, right?
Yeah, I'm standing there and I'm watching the Angels shove people around, and I'm seeing one freaked out speed black guy do the wrong thing.
In a green
and
suit.
And he paid for it.
A green suit, right?
Yeah, green suit, yeah. We just wanted to do a concert, and Grateful Dead have done hundreds of them, right? In Frisco. They run the show there.
Yeah.
And so we said, look, we're on the road working, but we'd like to do, one of your famous free concerts. Just say thank you to everybody, and that's right. So we leave it to them, and they say, and there's security and blah, blah. And they say, well, we usually use the Angels, and they're cool, but we have a deal with them, and blah, blah.
That was true, in a way. Yeah.
They did, and everything they'd pulled off up until then had been very peaceable. But this thing just got too out of hand for them and for the Frisco, the city kept jerking them around, like where you can hold it, there's this park or that park, and so we end up in this desert.
Yeah.
There was 500,000 people out there in a field.
Oh, more than that.
Well, it's 500,000. I mean, there's five.
Oh.
I mean, basic. I mean, I counted 500,000 personally.
Only 3 people, I think, died there.
No, I think one died and one was born. I mean, yeah. So the same people, the same amount of people left. Those came in. I'd rather just play the blues. Huh?
A guest.
But what do you got? I mean, a painter has got a canvas, but there's got to be a frame around it somewhere.
Yeah, the pretty press is the church.
The writer's got reams of empty paper, which he's supposed to fill with words brilliantly put together, right? And a musician has silence.
Poor baby.
And now, back to In Concert.
Why, buddy? Kick out of you.
Well, when you steal, it's more a matter of your taste. Stealing is not wrong. I call it. I always like to credit people when I lift their stuff.
Well, he comes up on stage as mine. The hat came up on stage.
And I've never had a bad thing.
Now a special.
Good night. Thank you for. I appreciate. It's nice to have you in my confidence. I'm Baba Wawa, and you're not. You're just a rock and roll punk.